back in the office. Guys, this keeps happening. Is this 3 weeks in a row where we haven't been on the road? I don't know. I think it's been 3 weeks in a row. But guys, the roads are insane. We just got 12 inches of snow, I think. I don't know. I didn't measure, but we got a lot of snow. And it's just not safe for driving. So, and really, I'm starting to like it in here. I got the nice camera. We got the controlled lighting environment. It's pretty nice. It's not Tuesday evening drive, but it's a good alternative. But anyway, guys, give you a little update on what's going on. We got the battle uploaded yesterday. Next part is going up tomorrow, Wednesday. And like I mentioned before, I'm still working on revamping the channel. I'm going to be playing some other games and stuff, but I'm working on some new graphics, and I'm working on just preparing for uploading more videos. So today, actually, I just ordered a new hard drive because my hard drive, I have like 34 gigs left, and I could clean it up, but it just keeps getting full, and then I clean it up, it gets full. So I'm just like, okay, if I get a new hard drive, I'm going to have plenty of space. I won't have to worry about it. I can record tons of videos at a time. I'm really excited, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for your patience. Another thing I've been working on a lot is the Twitch subscriber server. That has been going amazing. It's definitely taken more time than I thought it would, and I do have to give credit to where it's due. Like I mentioned last time, all the moderators, Full Effect Hosting, they have been doing so much work, more than me. Like I'm gonna be the first to admit it. Like I said, I'm still putting a lot of work into it, but they're doing more than me, and I can't thank them enough. We were having some issues last week, but huge shout out to Full Effect for taking care of it. Guys, I'm telling you, if you want a Minecraft server, that's the company you gotta go to, Full Effect. And if you do need a Minecraft server and you want 15% off your first month, just use coupon code Pungence. They'll hook you up with 15% off. So we're still working on some of the transitions, but the server's going great, and it sounds like everyone's having a great time. This is like I said, it's my first server and that I'm creating for you guys, and it's so great to see how much fun people are having. And if you've never heard of it, basically it's just a server for the people who subscribe to me on Twitch. It's a paid thing, so if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you do, it supports me. You get the emotes. You don't have to wait in slow mode and chat. Like there's a lot of cool perks to subscribing. But like I said, if you can't afford it, don't do it. Don't do it. But it's one of the biggest things that has been taking up a lot of my time lately, and I want to let you guys know what I've been doing. Okay, let's get into the questions. We have 5 questions from Twitter that you guys sent in. First one, guys, these questions were really good, and I have a timer here to let me know how I'm doing because the camera's going to turn off at 12 minutes. So first question was from Coda Fox. She said, how do you stay positive when it feels like everything is going wrong? Great question, because this hits home with me. I think this hits home with everybody, because I don't care who you are, bad things happen. Things go wrong. You set plans, and then things don't go according to plan, and things go wrong, and you're just living your life, you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden this goes wrong, and it's frustrating, and you want to stay positive, you don't want to get beat up all the time. So it's a great question. Few things. I'll tell you a few things that help me. I can't guarantee it's going to help you or anything, but just like I say with any advice I give to people, just take it as a friend talking to a friend. I'm not a professional in any of these topics I talk about. But I'll tell you what helps me. Something that helps me is a few things. First thing is just trying to step back, get a big perspective of these situations that are going on, get a big perspective of my life, what's important, what isn't important, and just start to, it might sound silly, but start to think about specific things that I'm grateful for. I'm actually reading a book that I really enjoy. It's called Daring Greatly, Brene Brown. I think it's a pretty popular book, but she talks a lot about people who have a lot of joy in their lives, and there's a huge correlation to that and gratitude. So just taking time every day to think about things that you're positive or that you're grateful for, it helps improve the ability of, being positive, even when things aren't going right. Another thing is just looking for the good side of things. I'm trying to think of an example here. Like, problems happen all the time. Well, let's say like you're driving and you get a flat tire, and that stinks. You got a flat tire. How is that good? It's horrible. You could think of it like, okay, I got a flat tire. Let's take care of it. I don't know how to change a flat tire. You call up a friend or something. They help you. Then you learn how to do it. Now I know how to change a flat tire. That's kind of a positive thing. Like, it's a stretch, but if you look hard enough, you can find a positive in almost anything that happens. I know there's some things that happen where there's nothing, but in most things that happen, even if it seems bad initially, you can find something positive out of that situation. Like, really, something I remind myself of is if you try something and fail, failure is just like the next step to becoming successful because you learn from it. This is going to sound crazy. I'm bringing out a Dragon Ball Z reference. I watch Dragon Ball Z on my lunch breaks. I've been doing that lately because I just love the show. And I was thinking about it. This is gonna sound so silly. It's stupid, but I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm watching, and it's the Frieza saga, and of course everyone hates Frieza. Frieza's a bad guy. But then I'm thinking, okay, if it weren't for Frieza, then these guys, they wouldn't have gotten stronger through the battle. And people got so much stronger after it. So it's such a stretch, but for me it was a reminder, oh wait a minute, when bad things happen to me, I grow through it. If nothing bad ever happened, if nothing went wrong, if there were never problems for me to overcome, I'd never get any stronger from it. So that's one thing I think you can go back to when you're having a hard time, things are going wrong. Realize when bad things happen, things go wrong, you grow through that. And then eventually you might start thinking, man, bring it out. When something bad comes, bring it. That'll be another obstacle for me to overcome. It'll make smaller things easier to overcome. And yeah, so those are a few things that help me. Like I said, I don't know if it'll help you at all, but it helps me. Next question was another great one. Frostops 07, what is your biggest motivator when you feel insurmountably unmotivated? And dude, that hits home as well, because I've been there. I have been insurmountably unmotivated before, where it's just like you don't want to do anything, or you don't want to do whatever it is you got to do. There's two big things that motivate me. One of them is fear. Fear of what will happen if I don't do what I'm supposed to do or trying to do. I don't like that. I don't like that because that produces anxiety, stress, that kind of stuff. Second thing is being passionate about some kind of goal or something I want to achieve or do, or something along those lines. And I feel like that's a more healthy form of motivation. It's tough because, like I said, a lot of people, our society kind of motivates us by fear. And so many people are running around stressed and have so much anxiety, and I feel like it's not the healthiest motivator. So I think finding a goal, finding something that you're really, really passionate about, or finding a way to be passionate about something you have to do that you're not passionate about, that will help you be motivated. Another thing too, this is going to sound silly, I'm going to say a lot of silly stuff today. Another thing too, I say listen to like motivational speakers, like Anthony Robbins, Joel Osteen. Like there's a lot of motivational speakers. Some people just write them off. Some people think, oh, that's stupid, motivational speakers. Who cares? Like, that's for weak people. No, if you want to be motivated by something, these are people who will encourage you, motivate you, give you tools to be passionate about stuff and accomplish things that you want to do. And I think to just write it off is kind of, it's not good. But, I know it's not for everybody, but I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's something that everyone should just say, no, that's stupid. I think it's really good. It's like healthy food. It's like saying, oh, don't eat healthy food, that's for weak people. If you're strong, you can eat whatever you want. No, You want good results for your life. You want to feel good. Haha! Perfect example. My camera ran out of memory, so I could be frustrated, but I put the first file on the computer, checked it out, and I saw that it was a little blurry. So, it was a good thing, because then I cleaned it up. I made it a little sharper, I think. I can't see how clear it is on the camera, so I have to check and do little tests, and my test wasn't good enough. But this proved I need to make it a little clearer. So it's trying to use an example of looking for the positive, but another thing too, last thing, I was basically finished up with that thought. Last thing I wanted to say is just sometimes you gotta start acting if you want to feel positive. Sometimes you have to be, you have to tell yourself, you know what, things aren't going well, but I'm gonna make the most of this. Or I might not feel motivated, but I'm gonna get there. Or just start out the day, you know what, I am motivated. Even if you don't feel like it, tell yourself. It sounds stupid, it sounds silly, but a lot of times you make an action, you start making actions to where this is what I would do if I were motivated. This is what I would do if I were feeling positive about things. Then your brain follows. It sounds weird, but if we just allow our whatever thoughts come into our mind and just take whatever comes to our mind passively, then a lot of negative thoughts will get in there and we'll just take it. But a lot of times we have to be intentional with our thoughts. Negative thoughts will come in and we gotta say, no, I don't believe that. Like, if you think about it, negative thoughts will come into your mind all the time, like, man, I'm not good enough. I'd like to do this, but I'm not good enough to do that. I'll never be able to do that. No, you just throw those thoughts out and choose to think good thoughts. Think, you know what, maybe I can do this. If I work hard enough, I could do this. And, just stuff like that. You just control what you're thinking, think positive thoughts, and, your brain will eventually use that as like a habit, and it becomes easier over time. So, I've spent so much time on these topics, but I think it's really important. I think this is something that a lot of people deal with, and it's something I deal with every day on a daily basis. It's something that I think a lot of people do all the time, and I wanted to share with you guys things that help me. I've mentioned before, I'm a Christian, I believe in God, so that's the biggest motivator for me in life and in everything that I do. It's what helps keep me positive, but I know not every single person in the world believes the same way as me, so, some of these things might help you, some might not, and, as far as biblically, like, if you do believe in God, like, reading the Bible, that's something that helps me. And, yeah, okay, dude, so long. What, 14 minutes? It's a long video. Okay, Mikichi was the next question. Okay, he said, my sister wants me to go to this dance with her friend, so everyone in their group has a date to go with. I don't want to go, but I don't want to hurt my sister or her friend's feelings. What do I do? Okay, dude, this is what you do. You be honest. If you really don't want to go with her, if you really don't want to do this, you have to be honest and tell her, you know what, I really don't want to do that. Is there anyone else that can go with her? Because in the school, there's plenty of guys. I'm sure they have other guy friends that can go with her. They can figure something out. And really, this is great practice, because in life, you'll go through this all the time where people want you to do something, you don't want to do it, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. This happens all the time. I still deal with this all the time too. But you can't just base all of your decisions in your life base them off what people want you to do, because then you don't have any control of your life. Other people do. So what I'm guessing is, if you're, I'm sure your sister's not going to be as sad as you think she will be, and the way I would hope she would handle it is she's asking you, hey, will you do this? So if she asks you, it's up to you to say yes or no. If she's just assuming, hey, we've decided you're going to go with us, that's not fair to you. That's saying, I've decided what you're going to do with your life in this moment. So, like I said, it wouldn't be fair to you if she's just making all the decisions for you. You make your own decisions. So I hope this helps. And it's really a great question too, because this is practice for life in general. Stuff like this happens all the time. But like I said, they won't be as hurt as you think they are, and that's usually the case. Okay, next question. Civ Scar, how do I make money when I don't have a job? Saving up for a computer. Okay, dude, this reminds me today, my driveway there was like I said, we got like a foot of snow. There were maybe 8 to 12 inches of snow on my driveway. I was about to call someone to plow it because I shoveled it the other day. I hurt myself. I hurt my hand. I know it's embarrassing, but we got a lot of snow. And I was like, okay, I'll just call someone to do it. And earlier today, I got a knock on my door, and there were 3 kids that wanted to shovel the driveway. And I was like, yeah, go right ahead. So I paid them all, more than I would the snow plow guy, because all he'd have to do is just do a couple seconds with his truck, and the kids worked really hard, so I paid him more. But that's something you can do. You can be creative. If you don't have a job, if you're in school, shoveling snow, or if the area you're at, if you don't have snow, mowing people's lawns, doing jobs for people, I feel like that's a really good way to make some money. And now that technology is a bigger part of people's lives, if you can learn how to repair certain devices that people have, like that will get you some money. Just figure out a skill that people need, something where you can help people, and you can end up paying for your computer pretty soon. So good luck. I hope those gave you some ideas. Last question was from Andy Bernard, which I thought was really cool because it sounds like the character from The Office's name. But he said, are you going to London Minecon this year? Sorry, my monitor keeps turning off. Are you going to London to Minecon this year? And my answer is, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. I was really planning on it, and I'm not sure if I'm going. It's in London, and it's on the 4th of July. And I don't know why it keeps going on like US holidays, but it's just weird to me that it keeps going on US holidays. But the cost of the trip and everything is a lot of money, so I'm going to have to decide whether or not it's something I'm going to be able to do. Like, it's just a really big trip. I was planning on doing it, but it's really expensive. So it's up in the air. I'm going to have to think about it a little bit more, but I really hope I can. I'm definitely going to PAX East. I already have my tickets set to go, so PAX East in March. Excited to see everyone who's going there. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. This is a super long video. If you haven't checked out part 1 of the battle, it went up. And tomorrow we're doing a live stream. Saturday is going to be the Ender Dragon fight on the subscriber server. And that's going to do it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.